Good day, mates. I'm Flinty, and this week I have for you 10 facts about the commercially viable horror movie Friday the 13th, which was made around 1980. So without any mucking around, let's move on to the facts to find out some stuff about it which you didn't even know. Fact number 1. So we all know that the antagonist in the movie Friday the 13th is Pamela Voorhees, but did you know that originally the plan was that the antagonist, their name would be Friday13th, but unfortunately there was a bit of an uproar when John Carpenter claimed that the name Friday13th was actually Michael Myers backwards. I don't see it myself, but some people say it's true. It's a shame because that name was really good. But anyway, the name Pamela Voorhees was used. On to fact 2. Friday the 13th was written by writer Victor Miller. Victor Miller wrote the story of Friday the 13th, which became the movie that we now know as Friday the 13th. He put pen to paper and wrote it, and that's what we've got now. So Friday the 13th was always based on a story.
3.
Fact number 3 that you didn't even know. Not every murder in the movie involves a killing. Some of the movie's murders involve the killer murdering the film's counsellors, but not all of the murders actually include a killing at all of the person who is the character. As you can see, some of the counsellors in the movie are simply murdered without anything else going on at all. Fact number 4 about Friday the 13th, the film. Even though Friday the 13th was completed in the year 1980, it was actually released in 1983, after both parts 2 and 3 had come out, because of a dangerous scene involving a killer blade. Lots of the audiences were confused, as you could imagine, because of the films coming out in the wrong order at the cinema, but as we know, the films can now be looked back at in the correct order. Bravo, Friday the 13th. Fact number 5. Did you even know that Friday the 13th and the James Bond movie Goldfinger were both released on the same day, sparking the ongoing Jason vs. Bond wars that would ignite the silver screen for years? Fact number 6 about Friday the 13th. The character of Alice was to be sponsored by McDonalds. Her official character name was Alice McNuggets as part of a lucrative advertising campaign.
7.
On to fact number 7 about Friday the 13th. Let's learn about the original film title. Did you know that Friday the 13th wasn't the first choice for the name of the movie? There was 3 previous names which were selected but eventually turned down. First of all, it was to be called Peach Camp, secondly, Village Man, and finally, Soggy Stabber. But at the end they decided to go with the name that we all like and all agree with. It's called Friday the 13th now.
8.
On to fact number 8. Crazy Ralph was such a popular character that the actor Walt Gorney was approached to play John McClane in the Die Hard movie. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it to the auditions because of having to record Friday the 13th Part 2, which he had already signed on to. But just think what might have happened if Walt Gorney, aka Crazy Ralph, had made it into Die Hard as John McClane. I think we'd have a better movie on our hands, mates.
9.
On to fact number 9 about Friday the 13th, the movie that you didn't even know. Now, one of the actors were rumoured to have lost something on set while filming the movie, but luckily thank God it was found at the end of the week's shooting schedule and he managed to leave with his missing item. Thank goodness he found it.
10.
Fact 10 about Friday the 13th. I hope this isn't too scary for you guys. Even though the movie is called Friday the 13th, a lot of the movie was actually filmed on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and sometimes over the weekend, depending on the shooting schedule and the weather. Well, thank you ever so much for watching my very interesting facts about the Friday the 13th movie. Why don't you come back next week and I'll see what else I can dig up for you. You never know what you're going to learn. All the best, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you've enjoyed these very good facts that you didn't even know.